get adequate amounts of sleep, and practice diaphragmatic breathing. If you do those 5 things, then you do not need to go on a detox diet because your body is going to be primed to detoxify itself naturally using its own system. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Steven here with Team Euphoric, and today I'm going to be debunking the myth that you need to go on a detox in order to detoxify your body. A lot of people recently have been going on these really fad detox diets, and the truth is our body already has its own natural detoxification process. We detoxify through our liver and our kidneys, so we don't need to go on a detox diet in order to detoxify. Now, one of the things with regard to the detoxification process is that we require amino acids in order for the detoxification process to occur. And one of the things with a lot of these detox diets is a lot of them require juices. And one of the things with all of these juices is they are a lot of fruit and vegetable juices. And if you consume just fruit and vegetables, you are going to be lacking in certain amino acids. And if you're lacking in certain amino acids, your body's detoxification process is not going to be very effective or efficient. So if you would like to naturally detoxify your body, going on one of these juice cleanses is not going to be very, very effective. Another thing with regard to these detoxes and why a lot of people do them, when they go on these detoxes, they end up losing a lot of weight. So people assume that because they are losing weight, it is because they are flushing out all of these toxins, and that is why they are losing weight. And the truth is, the reason you are losing weight when you go on a detox is because you are in a calorie deficit. At the end of the day, weight loss is going to come down to calories in versus calories out. If you're in a caloric deficit, you're going to lose weight. If you're in a caloric surplus, you're going to gain weight. And if the amount of calories that you take in is equal to that of your total daily energy expenditure, your weight is going to stay exactly the same. So when you lose weight on a detox, it's not because you lost weight because of all the toxins that you flushed out. It is because you were on a calorie deficit because of the juices that you were consuming. Now, another thing with regard to the detoxification process, when it comes to calorie restriction, glycogen is going to be one of the first things that your muscles use. And with regard to glycogen, it holds 3 times its weight in water. So if you go on a detox and you end up using up your glycogen stores, for every 1 gram of glycogen that you lose, you are also going to lose 3 grams of water. So that is why a lot of people, when they go on these detoxes, they lose a lot of weight, and then as soon as they get off the detox and just start consuming regular food again, they put all the weight back on. It's not that they actually lost a ton of weight of fat, it was just that they lost glycogen and water, and that is why they ended up losing the weight. So instead of doing a detox, what exactly should you do? Well, a few things that you can do to help your body detoxify. Number 1 is you want to drink a clean water. And with regard to clean water, how much exactly should you drink? Well, ideally half your body weight in ounces. That is going to be a great target to hit, and that is your body weight in pounds. So if you are a 200-pound individual, that means that you should be consuming 100 ounces of water as your baseline. Obviously, there's going to be certain things that are going to dictate whether or not you need more or less. Environmental factors are going to play a big part into that. So if you are somebody that lives in a very, very hot climate and you are sweating and it's very humid all year round, then you are going to be losing a lot of water through the process of perspiration. So you would want to consume more water on top of that. Same thing with if you are very, very active. The more active you are, if you're sweating a lot, you're going to lose a lot of water through perspiration. So you would want to consume more water. Now, another thing with regard to water consumption is ideally adding in a little bit of Himalayan or Celtic sea salt to your drinking water is going to be very, very beneficial. But onto why exactly incorporating water is going to help with your detoxification process. A lot of people, if they are very, very dehydrated, what's going to happen is without water, the contents in your colon can get very dry and stuck, and this can lead to constipation. And one of the things that water helps is water is going to help to soften the stool and make it easier to pass. And one of the ways that we eliminate toxins from the body is through our stool. So if we are consuming more water, it's going to be easier to pass the stool, and it's going to be easier to detoxify our body through our bowel movements. Another thing that we could do is eat whole, unprocessed foods. This is another thing that a lot of people do. A lot of people, they end up eating a lot of processed foods, and those processed foods are going to add up. Processed foods are generally going to be higher in calories. So if you're consuming more calories, you are going to store more fat. And one of the things, if you do consume a lot of calories and you end up gaining more fat, is your body stores its toxins in its fat tissue. So the more fat that you have, the more toxins your body is going to be able to store. So if you would like to eliminate toxins from your body, then ideally eating whole, unprocessed processed foods is going to be beneficial, and eating at either a maintenance level of calories or a calorie deficit is going to be beneficial. If you are trying to maintain your weight, then eat at a calorie maintenance level. If you are trying to lose weight, then eat at a calorie deficit, because if you're in a calorie deficit, you're going to lose fat, and the less fat that you have, the less toxins you are going to be able to store. Another thing that you can do to help to detoxify your body naturally is to move often. If you exercise is going to reduce oxidative stress by increasing glutathione levels. Glutathione is an antioxidant that naturally occurs in the cells of our body. And as an antioxidant, one of the things that it helps to do is neutralize free radicals and also reduce oxidative stress. So if you are somebody that exercises a lot, you are going to be able to increase your body's natural production of glutathione. And by increasing your production of glutathione, it will help to detoxify your body. Another thing that you can do is make sure that you are getting an adequate amount of sleep. With regard to sleep, several studies have shown that the cerebrospinal fluid may help to flush out toxins in the brain. And if you are lacking in sleep, that process is not going to occur. So if you're getting an adequate amount of sleep, this will greatly improve your body's ability to flush toxins out of the brain. And one last thing that you can do is practice diaphragmatic breathing. With regard to diaphragmatic breathing, this is going to allow your body to be in more of a parasympathetic state. We essentially have two different states. We have a sympathetic state and parasympathetic. With regard to sympathetic, that is your flight or flight system. That is when your body is preparing for either some type of fight, and another system is going to be your parasympathetic system. Your parasympathetic system, this is known as your rest and digest system. When you are in a parasympathetic state, your body is going to be more relaxed. And when you are in a more relaxed state, this is going to allow your body to increase blood flow. And by increasing blood flow, this will help to release toxins. So those are just a few of the things that you can do to help to detoxify your body naturally without going on any of these fad diets or any of these detox cleanses. All you really need to do is make sure that you're drinking clean water, eating whole unprocessed foods, moving often, so get a good amount of exercise, get adequate amounts of sleep, and practice diaphragmatic breathing. If you do those 5 things, then you do not need to go on a detox diet, because your body is going to be primed to detoxify itself naturally using its own system. But that's pretty much it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to smash that like button so I know to make more of these types of videos in the future. And if you're either new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, as I will be uploading new videos every single day. That's it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you again tomorrow.